What's up guys, I'm replacing a power steering pump on a B5 S4. This is going to be the easiest video on YouTube. I also own a used car dealer here in Southern California called Green Owl Motors. Follow along, I'm always getting into something new, but right now we're swapping out the power steering pump on this beauty. This is a personal car of mine. We're doing all the maintenance and catching up on a bunch of stuff. I've owned it now for about 3 months, so we're pretty much getting this project perfected. It's a personal car like I mentioned, and make sure you guys follow along. This is going to be the easiest DIY on all of YouTube on how to get it done. If you follow this and you dedicate the time, 45 minutes to get this swapped out, get the new one in, and you'll be all set. All right guys, so I'll give you some new updates on the S4. I'm here, I got some new headlights, so we're gonna install some depot headlights, and then I'm also doing the power steering pump right here. I got a brand new genuine pump from Audi, and I'm gonna start the repair right now, but this is what the S4 is looking like these days. And we're starting this job right here. We're in like 4 months into ownership. Now, when I started this job, man, you won't even believe. So pipe, there goes the original OEM headlights, and then the depot headlights are right in here, and then that's the pump from FCP Euro. But long story short, you see the 3 bolts that go around here. So it was mounted right here, and every single one of these bolts was completely loose. It wasn't even tightened down. These clamps on the lobster claws weren't tight. On the intercooler, they weren't tight. And then check out this intercooler. It is 100% full of oil, so they're not doing anything. So I need to address quite a few things, but it's looking clean. This is where we're at these days, and we're gonna tackle this job now. And my buddy Rob back here, he's working on his E30, and then he's got another E30 over here, and an E36, and then, like, I don't know, a newer Beamer. So all right guys, so in this video we're gonna do a DIY on how to do the power steering pump, and essentially you're catching me a quarter of the way in. So I removed both of these headlights just because I got brand new headlights in that box, so we're gonna do that. But other than that, the Y pipe is sitting right in here. So the Y pipe will go right in there, and you have 2 clamps, one there and then one right there. You can see them down below. And long story short, you're gonna remove this. It's got 3 bolts, and then once you do that, you'll have access to the power steering pump. The power steering pump is located right here on the top, right below the Y pipe. Once you do that, you're going to get an Allen, hit the front bolts, essentially what you're looking at here. And so far I'm only, I don't know, like 10 minutes into this job, guys, so it's not that serious. Let's it's hard to record and do this at the same time, but it's good. All right, so we got the Allen on the last bolt. We're gonna hit this up just like you're seeing there, and then you're going to remove these bolts right here, and then we'll get on the tensioner, which is located down there with a 17, if I'm not mistaken. We'll relieve the tension, pop this belt off, pop this off, and then we'll be able to unbolt the actual power steering pump. All right, so we got a brand new power steering pump from FCP Euro. That's it right there. And if you guys follow this video, it's gonna be the easiest one on all of YouTube. So, and you know what, guys, just for good measure, since we have all type of people on YouTube trying to learn how to do stuff, these are the on the bottom of the diverter valves, and this connection's right there. We remove both connections right there so that this slid out of the Y pipe. Okay, everything else we've maintained connected, everything's good to go, and we have all 3 of these loosened right here on the power steering pump. All right guys, so I just slid a socket on the tensioner right there. Now I can't get a good angle, but I want you to know that the mounting point is its own little mounting spot. It's not on the actual pulley, and it's not down below right there. It has its own little mounting spot. It's for a 17 millimeter, and now I'm gonna get now that's a very thin socket. If you don't have the right size socket, it's not gonna work out. You gotta pull the front end. But if you do, or if you could trim your socket, you can get it in right there, get a little breaker bar, pull that back, then you'll be able to relieve the tension and pull this belt right off. And once this belt comes off, so I have the bolts still in here, but they're all loose. So you can see they're just holding the actual pulley into place. But now we're gonna break that back and relieve the tension, pull this belt off, and we'll be good to go. All right guys, so I got a longer bar on there right here. It's connected to a 17. It's a ratcheting wrench, or a ratchet with a long handle, and then to relieve the tension, you press down, and you see how the belt gets loose right here. So let me actually remove it. So I just drop the belt off. Now move that back, and there we go. So it was getting caught up on the bottom of the shield, so we're good now. Belt's off. Now we can remove the pulley and remove the power steering pump from the bracket. So all right, there we go. So remove the pulley. It was just on there with the 3 bolts. It slides right off right after that, and then that's where it was mounted at. And now we're going to look around and see what we got to disconnect to remove the power steering pump. All right guys, so we're on there now. That's the bolt we're removing. That's the first one we're removing. It's actually on the bracket, not on the pump itself. So remove that out so you can see which one I'm talking about. And then, oh, make sure not to lose that. Let me grab that down below. All right, so we lost that last bolt. Make sure not to lose yours. That bolt out of there. There we go. So let's see, is that pump loose? All right guys, so the last one you're gonna have to remove is from the top right here where the throttle body is, down below. So see where I'm at, and we're gonna go right through there. We're gonna go right through. Let me see if we can get a light on it. There it is. So right down there. That's where we're at, so perfect. So it's actually right beneath this vacuum hose, just in case. So that hose right there on the top, it's right underneath there. All right guys, so what tool are we actually going to use? So we're going to use an extension, but the ones with the little ball at the end, right? The reason we are doing that is so that this can move just a small amount. So if you go down below, there's not a lot of space, and this will give us exactly what we need to clear everything and get that bolt out without stripping it. That's what you got to be careful for, okay? So that bolt down there. All right, so we're removing it. Oh, I can't even see that shit. Oh, right there. All right, so right through there. So that's, all right, there we go. Perfect. Man, the shit you find on your used car. This thing, that's supposed to be a check valve. Who knows what they did to that thing? But they should just replace that. I see cracks in all of these hoses. Man, this is just a vacuum leak, man, this entire thing. But that's cool, we're doing the power steering pump for right now. We'll get all that attended to slowly but surely. All right, so we're gonna hit the power steering line, and then we have this side also. We got the clamp removed. There's a clamp there, so you can see this entire thing is out. We're gonna remove this. There are 2 crush washers, so make sure not to lose those. And if at all possible, make sure to get those replaced. So in this case, it doesn't look like I lost much fluid. I just have to remove it right from here, which I will do with both hands right now. Remove that, pop this out, and then the new pump goes in. And that's pretty much it. Then you do the reverse, put everything back together, but we're essentially pretty much getting to the end.
So let me remove that and show you guys next. All right, guys, so we just pulled it. That's what we're looking at here, with bracket and all. And then to remove the pump itself, you're just going to remove it from the brackets. You got a lot more. Oh, that's why. So you see this one on the back side, you can't reach that when it's on the car. So that's what makes it difficult. So the bracket itself, 1, 2, and then on the back side, and then you swap the new power steering pump on, and then you're good to go. All right, so we got those 2 bolts loosened up and the one on the rear side unbolted. There it is right there. Once we remove these, then we'll put this bracket on the other power steering. All right, and then that's what everything looks like with the pump removed from the actual bracket. Now we'll put the new pump in there, bolt everything back up, and you're gonna do the reverse order of everything we just did. And that's pretty much it. That's how easy this job was. So allocate an hour and a half tops for this, and you'll get it removed and completed. So make sure you guys check your old crush washers. If you don't have them, make sure they're not all like smashed up. But in this case, we got some brand new ones, so we're going to be using those for the power steering line. All right, so we got our new copper washers for the pump, and then we'll be installing those. Let's actually right now. And then the other one sits right there. Hopefully it won't fall. There we go. Get that on. So I don't have the actual bracket tightened down yet, but I got the 2 lines connected, and then I'll feed the bolts through and tighten those down, and then literally the reverse of everything still. All right, guys, so this is the bolt that's difficult. Make sure you guys don't cross thread it when you're getting that done. And then I already got the other one torqued up, and then after that, torque this down, install Y pipe, install the belt and the pulley. Actually, the pulley first, then the belt. That's where we're at. All right, so we got the pulley on right there. We're gonna grab our bolts, which are sitting over here, and we're gonna thread those on by hand, and then we'll torque them down with our Allen, and after that we will pop the belt back on. Then we'll tension these on tight, and then the job's complete. All right, so we got Rob over here evacuating all the coolant because he pointed out these bulges and these cracks, and right over here on the side, where's that crack? So we have a new reservoir that we'll be installing, which is in there. So he's getting it done right now while I'm finishing up the power steering pump. Just bolted that back up. Gonna get the Y pipe back on. I got some headlights right here that we'll be doing today as well. Man, I'm doing a lot. That's cool. All right, and then we're torquing down the pulley itself after we've put the serpentine belt on, because this will hold the pulley in place, and then it'll allow you to torque your bolts. And so you get that on there, torque these down. Split there. Dude, that is crazy. That thing would have left me stranded this week, bro. So we're transferring everything onto the other reservoir. And then I just got this bolted up. Installing some depots. All right, so we're unboxing the depots for the S4. Let's see something. Imagine slicing right through the lens, bro.
check these out. I was telling my buddy Rob that usually everybody goes with chrome housings. Wanted to do black housings, and man, I'm happy and glad I did. That looks so nice. Those look good, huh?
Ooh, it was real good.
Yeah, that's gonna set it off, man. There we go. We got the headlights installed and finished. Oh man, there we go. So we got the headlights all installed. Man, they came out looking great, guys. So I gotta fix the corner light on that side, but